and we're together co-hosting today's Whiteboard Wednesday. And today's topic is 3 top tips to create content that your vendors will love.
Yeah, so the first one is all about the questions you get asked in the meetings you have with potential clients. So what you'll probably find is every time you go out to a home, if you go there to value it, you'll get asked the same types of questions, whether it's related to the market, related to marketing. The questions are usually similar and follow the same format. So try and note them down when you get asked them and see if they're recurring, and if they are, then that's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm. You can literally write a blog post with the question you've been asked, like, when's a good time to put my house on the market? That is the title of the blog post.
Yeah, it's a good start to blog as well. Earlier this week I was asked.
Yes, exactly. So that's top tip number 1, which is to do questions from your valuations or from your vendors and turn them into blog posts. And top tip number 2 is Google autocomplete. This is a really nifty little tool. As you start typing a question into Google, what you'll see is that Google autocomplete will complete the question according to what other people have asked about what you're typing in. So if you start typing in, when is a good time to sell my house, and see what comes up afterwards, what you'll see is a list of probably 3, 4, 5 different things that somebody has put in as a question that you could then create your blog about.
Yeah, in incognito window though, because doesn't it follow your history?
All the way around. So you need to do it when it's not in an incognito window, and then it uses autocomplete.
Oh.
And then halfway down the page, what it also has, it has the little Rich Snippets, which it has the Google answers in there. So what that means is it's got questions that people often ask about that topic and the answers as well. That's Google's answers without actually going through into any particular websites. Google cherry picks the best answers from around the web. And then even more than that, right at the very bottom of the page, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you see 8 related questions there too. So altogether you could have 12, 16, even 20 different topics that you could write a blog post about, that you can be confident that other people are asking about that topic.
Yeah, there's another side as well. Is it what are people Googling?
I think it's, is it something about Ask the Public?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah?
Ask the Public. Yeah.
Ask the Public.
And you just type in, for example, home selling, and it will give you like a mind map.
Oh yeah, it does, that's right, yeah.
Of subjects around it that you can click, and then they go into further detail as well. So that's something useful. You get 1 a day?
I think so, yeah. And then you have to pay if you want to do more than that. So yeah, it's really useful. Yeah.
So the third thing on the list is repurposing. Now the idea of this is you get 1 main blog post, and off that blog post you can make a whole map of content that's all related. So for example, it could be a infographic, so a picture that explains something that you're doing. It can be a simple picture, it can be...
We call ours tips graphics, don't we? We actually put the tip from the blog post onto an image, and that's a graphic of itself.
Yeah, you can make a video explaining certain parts of it, or a few videos.
You can actually read your blog post out and make that into an audio file, a bit like a podcast or a radio show.
Yeah,
so we actually...
different ways.
Yeah, there are. We identified at least 21 different ways that you could repurpose your blog posts or your content. So what you're doing is you're taking one piece of content and you're making it go much further.
Yeah, which saves you time, and it helps your audience as well. People learn in different types of ways and will consume content in different types of ways, and therefore if you're throwing video, audio, written out there, it will spread to a wider audience.
And also what you're trying to do is show them people's news feeds, especially on social, again and again and again. And if you're showing it with different types of content, then they don't feel like you're constantly hitting them with the same stuff, even though it actually is the same source. So there's the 3 top tips. Make sure you note your questions from your evaluations and use those for your blog posts. Google autocomplete or Ask the Public.
Yes.
And repurposing to make sure you're making your blog posts go further. So, if you want to know more about how we can teach you to do this, if you'd like to come to one of our events, just message us on the page and we'll let you know when the next event will be, depending on when you're watching this video. Or if you'd like to talk to Phil about something we have got as a service called Firewave. Which Firewave is it?
Spark, this one.
Firewave Spark.
The 3 products.
We've got 3 products: Spark, Blaze and Flare. we're just trying to get used to which one's which as well. So this is Firewave Spark, and this is all about creating content for you, and we do this on a competitor by competitor basis. So if you've got a competitive area, for example Bath, then we wouldn't take on another client in Bath, but we can actually write your blog post for you and give you all those beautiful graphics we just talked about.
Yeah, so it's all repurposed and it's all loaded into an application that you have access to, that you can then drag and drop into certain times throughout the month that you want that to be sent out, and it automatically sends it out for you. Or you can use our auto-generated schedule that we've already loaded up for you. You click a button and your month is sorted.
And your competitors are going to be going, what on earth are they doing all of a sudden? They've got some amazing content. So it just means you never have to worry about your content again. We give you a campaign every single month.
Yeah.
So this is not a pitch for either of those two things, but if you do want to know more about how to do it, or you'd like us to do it for you, then get in touch with us on the page. But don't forget those 3 top tips, and we'll catch you on the next Whiteboard Wednesday. Bye for now.